has been in the news a whole bunch in the last few months. In fact, the last year or so, just the crazy amount of overdoses taking place in Kamloops. I believe there was one day, there were 6 in one day. No one died, but alarming rates of overdoses. We're seeing the talk of fentanyl showing up in places that we don't normally see it. Missagh Manshadi joining us today from Manshadi Pharmacy. We're going to shed a little bit of light on this. Everybody's talking about this drug, naloxone, which I understand is the sort of miracle drug for reversing the process should somebody have a fentanyl problem.
Correct. So since 2012, naloxone is available for take-home basis for people that they are afflicted with taking illicit drugs. So in 2015, for example, we had 476 deaths. In 2016, the first 3 months, we had 201 deaths.
Astounding.
It's very big. And and since March 2016, actually, you can get naloxone from the pharmacies. Used to be prescription, but nowadays it's not a prescription. You can just ask from the pharmacist. It's behind the counter. They will consult with you and show you how to use it. And you can buy it over the counter.
So that's absolutely something that they've done to make it more accessible because of the problem that's come to light in the last little bit.
Absolutely.
We're going to bring up a board, and this sort of in point form, Missagh's feeling on how to decrease the number of problems we're seeing.
Correct. This is a pharmacist's perspective. Obviously, naloxone is widely available in Kamloops. You can get it from Ask Wellness, King Street, or Lansdowne Mental Health Center. And what it does is basically has an affinity for opiate receptors and basically dislodges the opiates. So it can be life-saving. Please, if you know someone that is afflicted, a marginalized person or a vulnerable person that you know they may benefit from naloxone, they can have it at home. Mm-hmm. So that is huge help for our public.
Okay, so in the next one, there's two kinds of drugs, uppers and downers. Downers are they
basically downers are the one that mostly people get overdose. Mm-hmm. Downers also are called depressant, such as you know, let's say morphine, codeine, heroin, fentanyl, W18. That is a new one that is seen in Calgary, which is 100 times stronger than fentanyl and 10,000 times stronger than morphine. So a small amount of it can kill.
That's crazy. Let's get back to the board here. People with compromised immune systems are more at risk. So if people are doing drugs and they have compromised immune systems, that's something to think about.
Exactly. So that is something. We need to watch for the people that they are compromised. They are elderly. They are young, and these are the people that they are more susceptible to not to wake up next day. So we need to watch for those people. Usually, we also have to be very careful when we use illicit drugs with alcohol. It does not mix. Usually, when people mix it, they can depress their breathing, and when there is not much breathing go to the brain, and that it can cause brain damage.
Okay, and then the next one, obviously, with the prescription drugs.
That's right. Prescription drugs. People use prescription drugs for relaxation, for euphoria, and this is a no-no. Usually, we should not keep unused opioid at home because the young one will get into it and can get hooked onto it. So, you know, sometimes we see people that they keep these drugs on hand for days for you know, months and months and months, and suddenly disappears. So that's something we can do to decrease the use of narcotics in the home.
And the last one's fairly straightforward. Number 7, if you're going to do this, you should make sure that you aren't alone so that someone knows that you are reasonably safe. Is that correct?
That's correct. If you're planning to use drugs, make sure other people know. I just wanted to mention that the uppers or the stimulants are the drugs that the naloxone will not work. Naloxone is quite a safe drug. Is foolproof. That means if a person does not have opioid and you give naloxone injection, it would not harm the person.
Can we get a close-up of these? We'll just leave them on the, we can leave them there. Marcel will get a close-up. But a lot of people I don't think are aware of what this looks like. But this is the naloxone. This is what people can go and buy. It's expensive, but if you're needing it, you don't care. You can buy that at several pharmacies around town.
Or get it free, or you can get it, if you're eligible for it, you can get it from Ask Wellness, King Street, or Mental Health. You can pick it up. It's called Take Home Naloxone.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, and now what are some of the other things we got going on?
Well, these are some of the drugs that I've used. Of course, you see fentanyl patch. The fentanyl pill that you see in the streets usually comes from China, and then they press it and they make pills. But this is a fentanyl patch. We have Tunnel 3. This one here is codeine. This is oxycodone. And this one here is morphine. These are some of the drugs that people use.
Is this the one, oxycodone, the one that you're seeing the fentanyl mixed into the most? Is that?
Fentanyl, they use different things, mix it sometimes with the stimulant, such as crystal meth, as well as the fentanyl. Those are the two things they mix. They mix the crystal meth with the fentanyl. The fentanyl that it is on the street, it looks like OxyContin. It's not mixed together, but
this is
it looks
prescription, but the stuff on the street looks like it's legit, and it's not.
Yeah, the one that it is on the street, it looks like an OxyContin pill, but it's actually fentanyl. So problem is these drugs are tinted with other more stronger drugs that is in the market, and it can be deadly when it's used.
Okay, we are out of time. Is there anything else quickly you want to mention? But I think we've got to throw to a break here pretty quick.
Well, we need to take this one to everyone. Everyone perhaps knows somebody that is afflicted with addiction. So we need to remind people there is tools out there which can save lives. I have seen some young people that died recently, and this is why I thought that this might be a good topic to bring it to the attention to the public.
I'm sorry you had to experience that, Missagh, but I appreciate you bringing it to the public. I think it's very important, so thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.